Hi guys, Jared Wiggins here from Tekno RC. Today we're going to talk about the NB48 2.2 and what's new. Starting out in our first parts release, we had the new split shock towers. These are to tune the flex of each side of the shock tower and allow a little bit easier driving through the bumps and better bump handling and a little more grip and steering. The other thing that attaches with those are the new shock standoffs, front and rear. A +2 on the front and a 0 on the rear for the kit. These standoffs are more durable as they use a M4 screw instead of the one-piece standoff, just to increase some durability. Some of the other parts on the 2.2 that are options in the past for the 2.1, gearboxes, the front spindle, the rear hub, all of the components to lower the driveline and create more traction come standard on this vehicle now. Besides those parts that are already out, we have a lot of new parts. We'll start off with the steering geometry. We have a little bit of an updated steering system with a new Ackerman plate. This new Ackerman plate has one less hole on the front and it clears the gearbox better just to allow for less binding under full lock. Paired with that, we have new steering plates. They are E through H. The kit will be an F steering plate. They're labeled similarly, they just have the markings on the inside now. These steering plates combined with the Ackerman give more steering in the corner and a smoother initial steering feel, just to provide a more consistent car and a smoother car to drive than the A, B, or C plates that came in the 2.1. Also, to get a little bit more steering clearance in the wheel are a new tie rod on set. They have a new rod end in the package just for the outer ball that has a little bit more angle and more room for the wheel to stop the wheel from rubbing. We also have some new shock components, new molded pistons, as well as new molded shock guides to smooth out the shock action, as they are a little bit smoother inside the body when under load. And paired with these pistons are the washers to support them underneath. So make sure if you're using these new pistons that you use the washers as well, just to make sure that piston stays where it's supposed to. Moving on, we have a new diff cup. It looks very similar to our 2.0 diff cup. However, it has room for spider gear shims now, which are also required when you use this cup. This will be for the Nitro Buggy NB48 2.2. Combining these shims behind the small gears with that cup creates a more consistent car throughout the longer races and less diff fade, and the oil lasts longer. Otherwise, the diffs internally have all of the new parts that the 2.1 came with, the taller teeth gears as well as the new O-rings. Some of the other features of the car, we have these new sway bar bushings instead of the bearings. This allows the bars to have a little bit of play, and it makes the car much more consistent and better in the rough, just easier to drive. It comes with a few sizes. We recommend using the 2.7 in the front and the 3.0 in the rear, and that's the kit setting for the 2.2. There are new front and rear arms. They are revised. Inner hinge pin on both of them have longer sleeves just to aid in durability and to keep the hinge pin more supported. And the fronts also use short sleeves on the outside just to keep things freed up like they were on the rear, as well as new drive shaft clearance for the rear drive shaft. So make sure if you use these arms on your 2.1 to also pick up the new sleeves. They're longer, the old ones will fit, but these will make your car more durable, the arms won't oval out as quickly, and it's better paired with it. The final part that comes in the 2.2 kit are a new rear drive shaft. There's two options, the +4 option or the 93.5mm option that has a longer stub axle and a shorter bone. It comes in the kit, provides more on-power grip and stability in the rear end of the car, as well as there's a +3 option or the 94.5, which I'm holding right here. Either option have more support over the stock shaft, just depends on how smooth you want the rear of the car. The 93 is a little smoother than the 94. Finishing out our new parts release are two new springs, the 78 and 73mm length. These springs will actually be an option part. They were not done quite in time to put in the kit, but we wanted to release them anyway because we've had really good luck with them. Our current springs in the 2.2 kit are the 83mm yellow springs front and rear. Those springs work really well and they've been our standard for a long time. What we found with shortening them, keeping the exact same rates and specs and just making them in different lengths, provides a little bit more support in the rear end of the car, more stability, better bump handling, and a more precise to drive car. We recommend running the 78mm in the front and the 73mm in the rear for the best balance and handling. These springs can be used on any of our Tekno buggy models and are recommended to switch out whichever color you currently use, as the rates are the same. So yellows for most conditions and orange for higher grip conditions. Thanks for watching this video, guys. We hope you like all the new parts and changes to the 2.2. Let us know if you have any questions and hope you check it out.